nothing you can do. Nothing.
Why did you leave him?
Things are going to get worse for you.
You're not the only one who's dying. You should have just walked away while you killed him. It's all your fault.
It was my fault. I shouldn't have left him. What can I do now? I should have stayed. Nothing I can do now. He could be dead. He could be dead. There's just me there.
Assaults over the new year. Then we're also blaming on refugees. But despite the incident, some locals aren't against the migrants using that pool.
Why are we here? Buying some leggings. Well, you've got leggings. Maybe I want some more. I want to go home.
I think this is
Too bad.
unacceptable.
I'm shopping. This is so nice.
We have to deal with this and show them how to
Brothers are
conduct
really
themselves.
annoying too. Not as annoying as sisters. Be surprised.
What were they saying to you?
They were shouting for me to move out the way. To get out of the way.
Why are you taking so long? Because I want to and I've got time.
So what makes this all about you?
Because I lost my brother. We were being pushed in all different directions. And there were people shouting, screaming, praying that after all this time we might actually get to a place of safety. A place we could call home. A home without fighting, without fear, and with freedom. 1 second he was tightly clinging onto my hand, and the next he was gone. I wish I knew how it happened, but it was so quick. I don't know how it happened. The sensation of the tight grip he had on me lingered for a while, and I thought he was still there, that my mind was frantically playing tricks on me. I mean, I hadn't slept for days. Why was this happening? We'd came so close, we'd came so far. And then, in the last part of our journey, the last part of our battle to find a place where we weren't afraid to go to sleep, weren't constantly frightened of our life being destroyed at any moment, was shattered. The last wish our mother had for her 2 children to live a life of freedom together was now never going to be granted. He let go of my hand, or he was pushed away from me. Maybe he was taken. All I know is that he wasn't by my side anymore, and there was nothing I could do about it. Panicking, I looked around me, screaming, repeating his name over and over again. But no one was taking any notice of me. There were crowds of people around me, and I couldn't see him. He was lost in the crowds and gone forever. I had to move forward. There was no way out of this situation, but to continue it without him. For days and days, I hoped that this was all another nightmare, and that it wasn't really happening. I tried. I honestly tried to find him, but no one cared. I should have been watching him, back where we used to live. I never used to take my eyes off him in case something like this happened. Something happened that would leave me without him. No one would help me look or give me any answers. There were hundreds of people, thousands even, all concentrating on their future lives, thinking how much different it was going to be, living in a country that had peace. A country with no fighting every minute of every day. And a country that concentrated on helping its people instead of killing them. That's what I should have been doing. But instead, I was sat alone, distraught, with no one to tell, no one to talk to, and no one to help me. My heart racing, I replayed the events until I'd completely forgotten what really happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he is dead or alive. And I don't know why or how this happened to me. To us.
You're a failure.
It's not my fault. I tried to find him. I tried. There was crowds of people everywhere. I couldn't see him. He wasn't there when I went back for him. I was holding his hand. I was watching him. You don't understand. People think they know our stories, that they understand what has happened to us. But unless they have been in this situation, they can't possibly begin to understand how it feels. How was I meant to find him? Becca! Becca! He wasn't there. Becca! I went back for him.
There's a high police presence around the camp, but for Tony, it could be
Not
more
my
robust.
fault.
So
It's not my fault. Becca! 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 range of emotion that needs to be overcome. Alone.
I tried! I have to think about it every single day.
We're going home. I can't be doing with this anymore.
I tried to watch him. I tried!
I was meant to keep him safe, and I couldn't even do that.
Sending a bigger force, perhaps as many as 6,000 troops, with a training mandate. But with no agreement between Libya's rival governments, their deployment has been held up. Sooner or later, this patch of desert will likely become the next IS battleground. Gabriel Gatehouse.
At night I lay there, in my bed, in my home. It's silent and peaceful there, but my mind isn't still. Although I get up every morning without being petrified that I'm not going to make it till the end of the day, and I work and earn the money that I deserve, this is not the life that I prayed for, the life that I'd hoped for in my dreams, because I'm living it alone, and that's far from the future that I'd imagined.